Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Psychedelica of the Ashen, and we are going to get Hugh's ending today. Okay, so I was reading because I was trying to figure out, because those other three little things I looked after the last part are not open, so we gotta open this so we can go to the flow chart. The other notes things are not open yet, but I don't think they open until possibly after you do Hugh's ending. But anyway, so I was trying to figure out how the hell do you unlock them, like whatever. Still can't figure it out. Nobody has anything. Like, I can't, it tells you nothing. But anyway, so, but I was reading, and the Traveler ending doesn't unlock until you've done all the other endings, according to everything that I've read. So we are going to have to do Hugh's thing, and we're going to have to do the Heroine ending. So we have to do Hugh's ending and the Heroine ending before Traveler will unlock. So actually, I'm thinking we should do the Heroine ending. I know that's the canon ending, and that's the one that's supposed to, that's like the game ending. But I'm also like wondering if we, fuck, it's so confusing because, you know what, we'll do Hugh's ending because that's what we were gonna do. But it's weird to me because we're gonna do that, and I think it's gonna, I feel like from everything I've read, it brings up a lot of questions. Okay, well wait, then you want to do the Traveler one because you're gonna, it's like basically Hugh's ending part 2. And then, but the Heroine ending is the canon one. But yeah, I don't know. It specifically says you can't do and that's probably why the guide that I have has Travelers as the last one, because it doesn't unlock until you do everything else. So it's a little weird. But then again, if you think about it, the best ending in Black Butterfly was supposed to be the canon ending, you know, where, oh, we're back and Cookie is dead, and then you did the side one of, like, summer school, and I was like, nope, I'm just going to pretend that's the ending because that's the best ending for me. Like, you know what I mean? And you did that last. You couldn't do the summer school ending where it was, like, happy and you went back and everybody got saved, and you were like, oh, thank God! Till the end anyway. So, anyway. So, let's go here. We'll do Hugh. This part might be shorter than normal, just because he's only got two chapters, so it might be a shorter than normal part, but whatever. Unless some of the other side story, the little note things, unlock after we play his route. I don't know. So we'll see. If they do, we will check them out. So anyway. I don't know my guide, but I just kind of already knew what we had to do. Here we go to him, blah, blah, blah. I wanted to see Hugh. He's so pretty. That was what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought until I went talk to him. No, I'm just kidding. He's amazing. I shook my head immediately. He wouldn't appear just because I wanted to see him. He rang. Whoa! How did he... The man stood to my side with the slight grin he always wore. Was it so surprising you had to yell? Why are you... I'd almost forgotten this man always appeared out of nowhere. He's so fucking pretty. How many times had we had this exchange? I don't know why I laughed. Anxiousness, nervousness. Why did this man always appear before me? What was he thinking? I usually wondered about that, but today was different. I simply wanted to talk to Hugh. Maybe I was feeling a bit emotional right now. I wanted to talk. Talk? Yeah, it can be about anything. Fairy tales, tall tales, whatever. You probably know a lot of those. That's what I feel like right now. Are you feeling needlessly sentimental? I suppose you will need accompaniment through the night during times like these. Hugh nodded to himself, then sat on the sofa and crossed his legs. His porcelain cheek was illuminated by the glow of the stained glass window. Now then, let me tell you of the world where it constantly rains. The world of the Black Butterfly? Rains? It is the story of a manor far away from here. We gotta find out what you're hiding? What's your secret, dude? I love it. I love that I can pin out so many things, and him, I'm like, he's such a fucking enigma, and I can't figure him out. There's something, but I can't figure it out. Anyway, I sat next to Hugh to listen. His voice shook the air. His words came out in a regular rhythm, giving me the illusion that it was drawing me into a dream. I passed through the stories that Hugh told about two brothers who were finally able to bury the hatchet, about the coming of age of a weak boy, about the girl who found hope amidst despair, about the elder brother who lost his sister when she was still young, about the man who lived in a fantasy, moving along to the next worlds. They all seemed like fairy tales, but a part of me felt they were all real. And that's about it. After listening to all of it, Hugh's voice brought me back to reality. Were all those stories something you created? No, they all happened in real life. Whether it's something that happened in the past or will happen in the distant future, you have no way of knowing. He said nonsensical things as always. After listening to him talk, there was something I noticed. It's not nonsensical to us. Aren't there any stories where you appear, Hugh? If there were stories that he'd seen himself, it wouldn't be strange if he appeared in them too. Even if the stories were all made up, I thought it would be interesting to hear a story Hugh appeared in. I only record the stories of others. An observer, if you will. I'll never be the protagonist. He smiled with a hint of sadness. Then why not create your own story? Your life belongs to you. You're the protagonist of your own story, so... I might be feeling a bit strange today. I rarely read any stories to begin with. Hugh's stories might have affected me in that way. Hugh seemed quite amused seeing how excited I was, as if I came up with some grandiose story. He didn't look at me in a negative way. You're nice. Hugh's fingers reached out and brushed against my cheek. You should choose me. Huh? Talking to you, being watched by you, it makes me feel that I'm right here. I pray that there'll be light wherever you go. After saying that, he pulled away his fingers. Hugh... By the time I called out to him, he was already far away. I stood up from the chair, but I was unable to chase after him. I felt like I was left behind in one of his stories. Daybreak arrived. This was the morning when the plan would be put into motion. Oh wait, I don't need to do that. I was like, I was so into reading you that I started reading. I was like, wait, we're not. Okay. Hold on, we're supposed to not kill him, obviously. Okay, so let's see something. Not kill him, which we did. This is reality. This is where we get Hugh's ending, right? 9-5, yes. And this is where we... This is where we choose we will run. Run away with you, Hugh. Haha! If so, I will run. I wanted to run away. I was sick of everything. I didn't want to be forced to make such a heavy decision. I couldn't do it. I didn't want to think about it. I want to run. I want to throw everything else away. I didn't realize I had complained out loud. These were words that I knew I shouldn't have said. But I've had enough. Hugh made an even bigger smile and peered into my face. And then let's fall in love. Huh? Hugh's words in response to me were incomprehensible. Aren't you? That's why, yes, I want to run away with you because I'm in love with you. Come on, Spacey, get on board. What did this man just say? Let's fall in love. Is that what he said? It must be some kind of mistake. They weren't words fitting of the situation. Let's fall in love. That's what I said. Apparently, I didn't mishear him. Why are you joking at a time like this? Can you wait for me to finish before you decide whether or not it's a joke? I'm quite serious with my suggestion here. He responded in a teasing yet purposeful tone. What do you mean? He's piqued my interest enough for me to listen to what he has to say in this dark cell. For a very long time, I've traveled alone. And I've spent so much time alone that I don't know anymore. I don't know who I am. What? Did that mean he had forgotten? Perhaps I understood. Try to imagine this. You're alone for an excruciating amount of time, and there's no one you can talk to, no one you can touch. I don't know why I'm here, or where I'm supposed to go. No one can see the real me. They're only seeing illusions that are convenient to them. That is how I'm losing myself. Being alone for what seemed to be an eternity was unimaginable. It would make me lose sight of myself. I felt for a moment how horrifying that could be. Wait, who are you really? You're not the real Hugh? If that is what you think, but the opposite may be true. What does that mean? Hugh smiled and turned his head slightly to the side. And that's why I need you. I need you to look at me so that I can formulate my whole being. But I don't know you, Hugh. It's fine. The person you see and think of is going to be me. But doesn't that mean it didn't feel right? The Hugh that I saw? That didn't mean it was the real Hugh. I didn't know how to express it. If it can become a reason for you to look at me, I will love you. And I want to release you from all of your worries. Him release me from my worries? At least that's how I heard it, and for some reason I wasn't opposed to it. Is it because he's serious about it? Or could it be, just as Hugh said, that I wanted to be released? I like you and I'm interested in you, and that's why I want to be with you. Simple, isn't it? You said you wanted to run away. If that's what you really want, take my hand. He held out his hand to me. By taking it, that would mean I accepted him. You're tired of making choices. From now on, I will decide everything for you. We can live together that way. Being all alone is saddening. His words might have been sincere, but they sounded like honeyed temptations to me. Just take his hand, goddammit. It was true that being alone was terrible. Looking back, there was always someone by my side. Francisca, Levon, Levi. Even when I was away from their home, Ashen Hawk was always with me. But Hugh... That's why... Let us fall in love. Those words that appeared out of seemingly nowhere reverberated in my heart. To fall in love. If I take his hand, would that start naturally? Hugh said he would love me. Would I be able to love Hugh? I had lived as a man all my life. Yes, you can love Hugh. I love him. I love him. You love him. Take his goddamn hand. But if that were possible, if I could love Hugh as a woman, Think of how fucking precious he is. Hugh's face caught my eye. His expression made it seem like he could vanish at any minute. I might have fallen for that expression of his. Yes. I took Hugh's hand. I accepted his words and emotions. He drew me gently by the hand to pull me closer. I felt like I lost all of my strength in my body and was being led away by him. Our lips touched. Oh my god, you better give me a CG. It was a gentle kiss that gave me feelings of reassurance. There you go. Ah! Sassy little face. You chose me. Or you choose me. Yeah, You chose me. I can't read. He moved his lips to my ears and whispered to me, Yes, I chose Hugh. Now you are mine. I belong to Hugh. Yes, that's right. There was no reason to resist. I accepted all of his words. It was as if I had been charmed or hypnotized. Huh. My dear little witch. The cell's bars opened to let us through as Hugh lifted me into his arms. He really was taking me away. He really was allowing me to flee. He stepped outside with me in his arms and continued to walk into the forest, to a place I knew well. By the time I realized it, I was looking up at the tower. I lived for years in this tower. It glowed from the snow light and made me feel as if I were seeing it for the first time. It glowed from the snow light. That threw me off. Snow light. Wait, what? Hugh let me down. The light, powdery snow gently wrapped around my feet. It was like I was standing on a cloud. I didn't know why I'd thought of something so absurd. Follow me. We went inside to where I used to live. something about this felt different. Could it be because my consciousness was hazy? I had trouble even speaking. Oh, we're not going to do this like with Ashen Hawk. We're like, I'm hazy and I have no idea what's going on. No, no, don't do that to me. Does it feel like you have an illness? He saw right through my thoughts and I nodded. Just look at me and only me. I didn't know why, but I couldn't take my eyes off him. Hugh moved to the middle of the room. What are we doing here? I'm hoping that this'll go well, because I only saw it done once. It's something a witch in the past did. He didn't answer my question directly. This side of him hadn't changed at all. I suppose it'll be fine, because the real witch is the same. After saying that, he grinned. I didn't know why, but I wanted to trust him. That was the kind of smile he had. Take a look. Hugh's hand was shining. Now he was... No, he was carrying something that was shining. This light was... the Kaleidovia? Yes, I borrowed it. I saw it only once before. It gave off a faint, mesmerizing glow. The Kaleidovia was shining brighter than ever before. What is this? I heard a noise. For some reason, it seemed to be something that only I could hear. Very minute vibrations and a sound gradually expanded. It gave me the sensation that we were deep underwater. Oh. My right eye twitched, and the Kaleidovia seemed to shake in unison. It's very much like the pit. It's giving me the vibe of the black butterfly, like the pit, like when they went into like the pit of darkness and they were just alone and alone. And who the fuck was Benny Yuri chasing? I can't remember now. Was it Manchiro that went into the pit? And then it was like the bad ending was like she let him go. It's like, no, what are you doing? Why would you do that? Like, you know what I mean? You were like, no. You know what I mean? Like, and she's saying it's underwater, but that's what it was, right? Like she she ended up like, did she like find herself in the, it was like it transitioned from being like in the pit to in the lake, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm getting that vibe here. Like, anyway, the witch's eye and the Kaleidovia were resonating. Words were being spoken by Hugh. Words that I'd never heard before in a language I didn't recognize. And yet, I subconsciously muttered the very same words clearly, despite lacking the knowledge of what was being said. This is, like, so intriguing. Are we saying words? I guess we're saying words, but whatever. So chant a little, like, Hugh's and my words overlapped. They were synchronized with the light of the Kaleidovia. Our voices mixed together with the light. At the same time, dreams and reality began to mix. Was where I was standing a dream or reality? My consciousness awakened but grew cloudy at the same time. I felt like butterfly wings had grown behind me and I started to float. No, I really was floating. My body or my consciousness. Both, or perhaps only one of them, was flying away from the ground and up toward the sky. And then I entrusted all of my sensations. I let go of my consciousness. If that's like the word ends, I'm like, what's going on? A bright white butterfly flew in the sky. It fluttered elegantly, yet hurriedly over my head. A stone rolled onto the desk, a crimson jewel just like your eye. It was only natural. It was your eye until just a moment ago. It's finally been severed. What are you doing? A voice resonated, interfering with the sensation within my mind. I knew he would come, but that was faster than expected. You're early. I shouted out and was a little surprised. Okay, so we just turned into the white butterfly. Is he the black butterfly? Oh my god. Fucking crazy. Oh my god. Okay. How long had it been since there were emotions in my voice? Was I actually irritated? And then again, it was stupid to even think about it. And that jewel, what did you do to her? She's no longer here. Since he was here, I could hit him with my emotions. And this was the end anyway. It wouldn't be a bad idea to let him know his place. She chose me. That's why I'm taking her. Taking her where? And this is nonsense. No one can leave this town. It seemed like he was angered, too. But you had no right to be angry. Your rage was off the mark. It's something you've done in the past. You did it to me, in fact. What are you talking about? I don't know you. Oh my god. Oh, you're terrible. Have you forgotten? I'm sorry. I'm in a state of shock. What? Did you forget you killed me, small wolf? Who did you kill? The Gray. Now do you remember? Though I don't mind if you still don't. What you can do won't change at all. You just sit there and watch, just like back then. That's befitting of you, Ashen Hawk, my little imposter. It can't be. Are you? I don't care what happens to this world. I simply want her now. That is all. A butterfly flew between us. Yes, I only need you, as long as you're by my side. I've watched over everyone all this time, you and her included. But I don't need you anymore. I reached out and the butterfly stopped on my finger. It knew this was where it could rest its wings. She chose me, and that's why she belongs to me. I'm not interested in your story anymore. Oh, wait! No, I will not wait. I must go now. With her. How fucking beautiful is that? Oh. I lightly kissed the butterfly on my finger. You are the witch for me. What would she say after I kidnapped her daughter like this? I suppose that doesn't matter anymore. My journey alone is over. From now on, I'm with you. A powerful gust blew through the tower. Ashen Hawk closed his eyes for a moment, and in that split second, the man known as Hugh disappeared. The butterfly! And in his place was a kaleidoscope of butterflies. The butterflies floated away, riding the wind to leave the tower. They would continue to fly to wherever the wind took them, attempting to flee the winter enveloping the town in hopes that it would never catch up to them. The two have begun their search for a spring of their own, forever and ever. That was the short part. But I wonder if some of his side things are like this other things are unlocked, so let's find out. I don't need to worry about it. Yeah. Because we're going to... I hate that because you can't open an actual, like... No, when do these open? I can't... Like, when do they unlock? Like, there's nothing... I can't find anywhere that it says that somebody might know, but, like... Somebody might know, but there's no way for me to find that out because I can't find it in anything, so... I just want to go back. What the hell? That's not what I wanted. I don't understand. Like, I don't know when they unlock. Like, maybe they only unlock after you get the heroine ending. I would have thought they would have unlocked there because that's, like, the Hugh ending. But we've got a lot of CGs that haven't unlocked. But, like, you know. Yeah, I don't want... This part's going to be really short because I was going to read those other little short story things. But they're not unlocked yet, so I don't know, and I'm kind of annoyed that I can't get them to freaking unlock. I purchased things, so I don't know why they're not there. And I can't figure out why they're not showing up. Like, but yeah, I mean, it's the recommended play order, like, basically said you can't do the Traveler's ending anyway, so yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how to get these, and I can't find any kind of help topic that freaking tells you. Like, nothing fucking tells me. Like, everything is like, I don't know. Like, you know, anyway, so yeah, I mean, I guess this is gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be short part just because I don't want to start something else like right in the middle. Because we always end on the route. So we'll do the heroine ending next, and then we'll do the not the tower overlord, we'll do the traveler ending, and then the Lynx ending, which kind of goes off of that. So, that might be a little bit longer because that's a few chapters. So, anyway, because otherwise we'll start the heroine ending and then end, and then we'll finish, and then, you know what I mean? Then it'll be like disjointed. So this is just gonna be a short part, and this is where it is. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.